All right, let's talk about the three forms of the linear function equation. Number one is slope-intercept form, which is the one that most people are the most familiar with. So y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. Okay, we should probably note just to reinforce that the slope is equal to change in y over change in x, right? Delta y over delta x, which is also equal to, sometimes it's referred to as rise over run. All right, that's slope-intercept form. The second form is called point-slope form. So for point-slope form, the equation is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And let's note that m is still the slope, and also x1 comma y1 is, let me kind of move this over a little bit and make some room. X1 comma y1 is a particular point on the line. All right, and that takes us to the third form, which is general form, which is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are constants. And a and b and c are integers, otherwise known as whole numbers, right? Whole numbers when possible. Okay, let me give you one example of general form. Okay, so for example, let's say I wrote, let's write an equation in general form. So let's say I had something like 1/3. Actually, let me change that. Let's do 2/3 plus 4/3, 2/3 x plus 4/3 y is equal to, I don't know, 1. Okay, that's not quite in general form because we have fractions, right? We can write this such that a, b, and c are constants, right? So what we would do in this case, let's multiply the entire equation by 3. I'll just kind of do this times 3. All right, so here we go. So let's distribute that 3 through the entire equation. We're left with 2x plus 4y equals 3. And I'll kind of box that. Yeah, now we have a, b, and c constants. Okay, now it's not always going to be possible to have constants in those places, but we'll leave that for another time. Okay, so once again, those are the three forms of the linear function equation. I just do want to talk a little bit more about point slope form. Okay, how do we get point slope form? Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next page here and talk about that just a little bit. So let me go ahead and draw an XY coordinate plane. And let's draw a line. Here's a line. Okay, let's say there's 2 points on the line. X1, Y1. And I'm going to kind of call that a particular point. Particular point. And there's a second point, x comma y. Okay, this one is not a particular point. We just have open variables for some point that's on the line. All right, so let's go ahead and derive the equation for point slope form. So we know that slope is equal to delta y over delta x. Okay, so let's go ahead and write that out. So delta y would be the change in y. So that would be y minus y1. Okay, over the change in x. So that would be x minus x1. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of rearranging. Let me just actually rewrite this. I'm just swapping the positions over here. And let's just finish this up by multiplying both sides by x minus x1 times x minus x1. Okay, and we are left with, these go away. So we're left with y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we'll box that. Okay, we've just derived the equation for point slope form. And I think we'll stop there.